The more I organize my toolbox, the more I'm using spaces that are not well lit. These deep, dark cavities that are there just simply don't allow enough light in for me to efficiently grab the tool I'm looking for. I picked up two completely different lights on Amazon. I'm going to go through both of them today and show you what my toolbox looks like now with the proper lighting. Stay tuned. So this idea came to me while I was organizing some other items over here, and I just started thinking, why can't I do this with my toolbox? The two lights that I chose, both are magnetic or have a strip on them that you can magnetically attach them to anything. And my thoughts were I could actually see what's going on. Now I have a charger in here. When I open these up, they should automatically turn on and everything is lit. When I close them back up, it should turn off fairly quickly. Now I did some research and I was going to go to Harbor Freight and try to find some of theirs because they had some that were a lot less expensive than this, but the reviews on them were mediocre because they always didn't turn off, and that was something that I didn't want to have to completely charge or replace AAA batteries all the time. So here I can actually see my charger, I can see what's going on, and I have them placed more forward than I do back. I can move them around. This one is actually even charging while it's in use, which is perfect. And I can take them out, do whatever I'd like. These here, actually both, can be used in a fully on mode all the time. You can turn them off or you can turn them on auto. The lockdown ones are done with a simple switch. When you get into the other ones, they're a Chinese-made product, and there's multiple settings on them that are not really clear in the instructions, but we'll go through it. This is kind of my goal, to get something that is lit. I can use it. I know it's a mess right now, but I'm in that process. So let me show you another place in my shop where these worked awesome. A lot of my cabinets are incredibly dirty, but at the same point in time, when you open them up, this lid stops a lot of light, especially when I have something on the lift above here. Not that it's a huge deal, but for something you're getting into on a daily basis, you can put this light up here, and it doesn't really get in your eyes, but it does light up a lot of what's going on inside. So in a place where I'm grabbing something consistently, I can look in and see it. Is it part of getting old, or is it just part of having something that's nice? You let me know in the comments. I'm interested to hear that, but to me, this is awesome. That's just dark. Since we're going to go over the lights, we might as well take them out of here, and you can take a look at the difference in what we see inside. These areas get significantly dim. I mean, the difference here between that and no light is very significant. It not only is it dark so you can't see what you're grabbing, it's also somewhat of a look too when you open it up and everything lights up. So these two lights are completely different, ranging from where they have their motion sensor to how they turn on and the whole deal. Let's go over this lockdown one first. You get two of these lights for approximately $32 on Amazon. They are powered by 3 AAA batteries. That is good and bad. It's good that I can always replace the batteries. It's bad that the cost of that is going to go up, where the other guy is rechargeable, but the bad part about rechargeable is once the battery goes dead in this dude, it's junk. So the lockdown one I like a little bit better, and as far as quality of construction, I like it significantly better. We have 2 magnets here, or we can screw it in with our keyholes. On this side we have an on-off switch in auto, so you can turn it on, leave it on constantly. You can just simply grab this and pull it over, turn it off, or you can turn it on auto. In auto, it will not only measure ambient light, so when that changes, it'll turn on, or motion. So it's looking for everything here. The amount of light that it puts out is very significant. You know, it works well. And I like that style, that square that easily grabs onto anything. It seemed to really brighten up the area and work well. Now these guys are sold by multiple people on Amazon, and they're different in how they work. They have an S1 and an S2 button. So if you push and hold the S2 button, they will eventually turn on. If you push the S1 button, it'll make it more of a cool light If you push it again, it'll make it a warm light. And when you push it again, it'll make it kind of an in-between by turning all the lights on. I was running them inside my cabinet in the cool light area just so I could see what it would look like. It didn't seem to make much of a difference to warm it up. Now if you push the S2, well, if we push and hold the S1 button, it will dim. So anywhere in there where we let off, it will stay. And then if we push and hold the S2 button, it'll turn off. If we push and hold it, it'll turn it on again, which is what we want. And if we push it once, the red light will blink, letting us know that motion anytime during the day or night, it'll turn this light on. If we push and hold again, turn it off, push it on again, push it again, that will turn green, meaning that this light has no motion sensing during the day, only motion sensing during the light or night. That will help preserve its battery. So you do have that option. So if it was dark and then you had motion, this would turn on. I'm sure some people will use that. In the case where we're at, inside these places, it's always going to be dark and they'll always turn on. So I just left mine on the red portion. But if you were using them in a different area as night lights or something like that, and you only wanted to turn off at the night, these definitely have an advantage. You get 2 of these for approximately $25. So they're a little less expensive, but again, the battery system inside is not replaceable. They are charged with a USB micro cord. They don't take long to charge, and as we showed you earlier, they will work while being plugged in. I'm torn between what one I would choose, being the 2 for 25 bucks or 2 for $32. I really like the AAA inside the lockdown. I think there's a little bit better of a brand name sitting here, where these are just sold by multiple people. Personally, I'm going to see how both work long term. I think that the lockdown ones are what I will invest in a little more often. I think that the motion sensor that's here is a little bit more accurate the more I open and close the doors, and the lockdown one will actually turn off much faster than these. So I know that it's working because it'll turn off within 30 seconds of no motion around, and it'll pick up that motion within a half second and turn back on, where sometimes these guys don't turn off as fast, and they definitely are at a point where you might have to wave your hand in front of them to get them to work. But I think that's just part of what you're getting with some lower end motion sensing. No matter how you look at it, having light inside your cabinet definitely does up the looks. It gives you a lot more organizational abilities, and there's a ton of places you can use these. So just simply putting them in your toolbox or anything else is not the end of the line. I'm going to link to them in the description. Check them out. Let me know what you think. In the comments, let me know, do you light up your toolbox, or do you think it's kind of just not needed? That's something, to me, I think where I have the side cabinet, it's needed. If I had the old Milwaukee boxes where they had the hood that kind of came over, this would be super cool to have up underneath there to light up that whole top. It's all about the lighting in your shop, and if you get shadows, and how well everything's lit. I appreciate your time, guys. Give us a like in this video, subscribe to the channel. As always, have a great day.